The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's
now Wentz on 3rd down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Wentz to his rookie wideout Rager for an Eagle 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
The tackle.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Jalen Rager.
A good pickup there at 22.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat. Their 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Rodgers, good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he gets this one down to the 24. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now Jones. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
For Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
34-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. What do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
No, definitely a little bit of disappointment there because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
He's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz bringing it in. Jackson left side.
Pass complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation when they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Wentz. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, you know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, first down Packers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On first down, it's Jones fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
33.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brought down at the 30.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Makes it second.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
6-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Right side caught by Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Here's the score. Packers 24, Eagles 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Second down. And
we've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz the intended target. And it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
It's a turnover on down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tanyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Jackson.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Going for it with Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Wentz going to throw. He'll buy some time right. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Throwing is Wentz. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And goal to go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jannard Avery able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Rodgers throwing here. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up. 51, Mike. Box it.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
The kick is,
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Packers 38, Eagles 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, "What do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out?" He said, "Oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two."
You like margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
Complete.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. On play action, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
Eagles 21. Today's final score.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Packers, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-2.